Hello Pebbles, today we're going to rank my bullet journal spreads from 2018. And to give some context, I started bullet journaling in 2018, so these are my first sets of spreads essentially, and I haven't seen them in a long time, since 2018, and when I opened the bullet journal, I saw like the pages were kind of yellowing around the edges, so that's crazy. So enough rambling, let's jump right into it. So for January, I think January is a really simple spread. It's really minimalistic, but I think it's really effective. So I think it's gonna go in the B tier. Now, February, I honestly love this spread. It's really nice. And the light bulbs and everything, it just looks really gorgeous. And it didn't take a long time to do, so maybe I should account in how fun it was to recreate over and over. So I think I'll put it in the A tier, but I think it has a chance to move to the S tier. Not gonna lie. Okay, now it's March, and I think it's pretty weak. Honestly, I don't think it's that eye-catching or popping, so I think it goes in the maybe D tier. Yeah, it's not my best work, but you know. Okay, so here we have April, and I actually pulled out the bullet journal so I could look through the spreads, and I don't think the results displayed the effort put into it, so I'm gonna put it in the D tier. Or the E. I know. It just brings back bad memories. Next is May, and again, super simple. And I feel like there's a common theme with these spreads is that they're very simple. They didn't take a lot of effort, they were just a black pen and some color pencils. I think it's very dull, it's not really bright, which is not my vibe, but maybe it's a D tier or C tier, quite honestly. I'll drop it to D, and then we'll see where I move it later. Okay, now we're on to June, and honestly one of my favorites from this set of spreads. It's just so cute, kind of stylized waves, and there are a lot of spreads in this month that I really like. That's definitely an S tier, no doubt about it. It's so good. Okay, let me move that down a bit, more, and I'm doing this in Procreate, so that's the easiest option for me. Then let's move on to July. For July, I always do, and I think I made this rule up in my head, I always do a rainbow spread. Well, actually, I think I just did a rainbow spread for July, and then the next year I was like, maybe we should do a rainbow spread for June because it is Pride Month, and I think I stuck to it for 2 years. I don't know why, but I feel like I always ruin the cover spread or the cover page. I think it turned out great, and the spreads are okay, so I think it's a good A tier. Okay, now on to August, and inspired by like one of the scents in Bath and Body Works. I think it's like lavender, honey, kind of that area. So there's a whole bunch of purple flowers and some lavender. And I feel like after this I used color pencils was the only thing I used, and then later on when I was like, this is taking too long to make, and I changed to more Poscas, Stabilos, Tombos, markers instead. I feel like I've not put anything in the C tier, and I want to put in the C tier, but okay, I'll put C tier because I remember the memories taking very long to make, and I don't know if I was having that much fun. Okay, now we're on to September. A fun way to interpret bubbles, and I like how I did the little bursting bubbles, and it looks really nice. It took very minimal effort, so I feel like it's an S tier or an A tier. I don't know. The A tier, and then I'll move it up later if I'm feeling it. Okay, now we're on to October. I remember this so vividly because I was at school and I needed to make this spread, so I just came up with something really random, and this is kind of like the same vibe as September's, so I don't think it's that bad with the amount of effort. So I think it's a good B tier. And a like to align it, so this may take a while. Okay, now on to November. I feel like I don't really like this spread because, yeah, it took a lot of effort. And I think a good bullet journal theme or spread looks very nice with minimal effort. And this was kind of the opposite of that. I think I'll go in the C tier. I feel like the C tier is like maximum effort with minimal satisfactory results. The last spread is December, and I feel like we're not ending on the greatest spread. I don't know. Yeah, I think the main theme was Christmas lights, so I feel like it can improve on the spread. But for right now, I think it's gonna go in the B tier. I feel like there's categories that resulted in these, but I feel like I have so much attachment to these spreads that it's so hard to put them at F. But I feel like April is gonna go to F. But anyway, I'm going to rearrange everything and I'll come back to you when I'm done. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!